finally, a midi length and a maxi length for warm weather. And I'm so excited about this because I've been telling you guys for ages that slip skirts are an everything skirt. I know they look fancy. I know they look delicate and like you should save them for special occasions, but you should absolutely not be saving them. You should be wearing them right now, and I'll show you how I like to wear them. Let's do the most basic thing we can, which is a white V-neck and some white sneakers. This is not the end. I know, this isn't cute enough yet, but have you heard of styling? Everything's got to be styled before it's stylish. You can't just put on clothes and hope for the best. So there's two ways we could go about this. We could tuck this in the front and leave the back out. I kind of like that relaxed vibe. We could bring it up around our waist and we could tuck it in the back a bit to give it some shape. I think I liked the front tuck the best. Okay, so now let's bring along a couple things. We're going to bring a casual jacket because it's one of those days where you don't know what you're going to get, and a silk scarf. We're going to bring a big silk scarf. So already so much better and so cute and casual. Let's just put the jacket on, add a bag. How much better is the styled version? Very much better. What else can we do? I really want this video to be kind of fast and furious because I have a whole lot of looks I want to show you. A truly versatile item, the silk skirt. Entrez-vous, thin black V-neck sweater. I've been learning French, and je suis very bad at it. Once again, looking shapeless until we do something. So do something. Give it a little tuck. Give it a little sleeve roll. And that's why I am putting this thin black sweater into warm weather looks, because I wear this all the time. Any temperature below 80, 82, I can get away with wearing this wonderful cotton cashmere sweater. And it just looks so slouchy and relaxed. And it makes everything look and feel so comfy. So even when you have a piece like a silk skirt, which looks like it should be fancy, you take this down a notch with a very slouchy thin shirt or sweater. And if you want to take it up a notch, you put on some blocky, walkable heels. And in this case, I have on my leopard blocky heels. And even though I'm wearing a black sweater, I've got some black in my leopard print heels, but they're mostly brown. And I'm going to match my bag to my heels. And I have a lovely rose, black, and brown outfit that feels comfy, slightly dressy casual. Let's switch to the maxi skirt. This is where we pull out the basic white tank. And let's do one of these long necklaces that people are doing these days. Now this white tank is always too long on me. What I could do if I wanted this to be a neater look is I could fold this up and tuck it into my bra for a little bit of a neater look. And I've got on these strappy ballet flats, and I've got on a leather cuff. Now it would be simple just to put on a black leather bag with this and call it a day. I think that's a little boring. I could do this tote bag if I wanted to look classy. I could do this wicker bag if I wanted to look summery. But what I really want to do is look artsy and fun and quirky. So I'm going with my bright orange puffer bag. I'm telling you, this silk skirt, I have put it with so many different things. And this bright orange puffer bag is giving good vibes. I love it. I would like to suggest that if you get a silk skirt, you should get a matching camisole. That way you can create an entire base layer to put things over that's gorgeous and feels amazing. Like I get goosebumps wearing head to toe silk. I love it so much. And look, this actually could just be a dress on its own. I just put my heels and my bag on and I've got something fancy going on. I'm going to show you this fancy look and I'm going to show you a casual look with this same base layer, and then I'm going to do the same thing with my midi skirt. Okay, here we go with the fancy look. I've got these strappy, blocky heels in a snakeskin print, which I love. I love them. Okay, and we're going to do a boho burnt velvet cover-up. How much do I love this? All the way. So you could do this for a more covered up look and it feels glorious. It looks great and you don't have to think about your shape, whatever your shape may be. And I already feel really great in this, but if I wanted some shape to it, if this was just simply too flowy for me, or I was getting near some heavy machinery, like if I was headed to my construction job, then I would just tie the front up like this. And then I've got some shape. And it's a little more narrow, but it still has all this fun, tassel-y Stevie Nicks stuff going on. And here I am with my purse, and I'm ready to go out for the evening. Let's do something casual, because we're going out for the day. This is one of my favorite ways to wear a silk skirt, and one of my favorite ways to wear a linen shirt. Together. It feels so great, and it's so casual. Look, I just turned an entire silk dress into something casual. And you know how you make it even more casual? Just like some Birkenstock-looking sandals. I picked silver because I feel like it's a little more fun. Again, you can change the vibe of your outfit so much with a bag. And here I am with a matchy-matchy outfit. And here I am with my summer vibes little round basket. I love this outfit. And you know, if it gets too hot, I just throw things all the time. You should see this place after a video. And it's also nice to just wear around your shoulders. Could it get even more casual? Yes, we'll get there. First, let's do the midi skirt. So here we are in the matching midi rose set. The matching cami, whatever. And I just have on some very easy to pair brown sandals with a block heel. Why the block heel? Because I like walking and I like being comfortable. So most of my heels are blocky heels. And you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to tuck this in for this look, but I'm going to show it to you. This is just a gorgeous base layer that you can throw a cardigan over when the weather gets cooler. But I don't want to be a spoiler for the styling silk skirts for cooler weather. Let's just get back to what we're doing. So what do we have here? We have a cute and polished summer look by just throwing my little ivory colored blouselet over this. I love to wear blouses as little jackets because they take your kind of bodycon outfits and just neutralize them and still make them look very polished. The buttons, the collar, and I like a soft collar. I don't like these big hard collars. They don't sing on me. And you know what else I like? I like outfits where I don't have to worry about my body. And in this outfit, I don't worry about my body. I just have this flowy top and I have this flowy skirt. And then even this on top of it is not bodycon, but it's all very polished. And I've put it with this raffia purse and these little brown heels. And I could go to work, meeting, lunch. You can really do almost anything daytime in this outfit, except for sporty things. Like, this isn't the casual outfit. Here comes the casual outfit. This denim shirt, so versatile. And of course, we are not styled. We're actually quite shapeless in this look. I am going to give this just a little bit of a tuck, and it's the easiest thing. You just pull out the elastic of the skirt and just let it fall in. And it is a little bit of a warm day, but I wanted something to cover my arms, and this light denim shirt is always the ticket. And then we just need a little casual bag. Let's use this little, have you ever seen this design? I love it, where one strap tucks inside the other and it becomes this little pouch bag. So cute. Although I like this, just like this, you could also give it a little bit of a tie. My hair looks like a great horned owl. Let's not do that. I'm going to give it a little bit of a tie there, and now I'm ready. Now this is my casual look for the midi skirt set. I'd like to do something super feminine. I would love to do a little French girl style look for you real quick, because this silk skirt can simply be worn with a tank top and tiny little walkable cute shoes. And you've got yourself a pretty little French girl style outfit. And I'm matching my kind of dark red shoes with this little dark red crossbody bag. What else is French girl style? Well, this simple tank top with this very feminine shape. The lower profile of the bust, you don't want some sort of huge padded bra pushing your girls up. You want a relaxed, effortless look. You want relaxed and effortless with the hair, as if you've just pulled 4 or 5 outfits over your head. The natural makeup, not trying too hard at all, just throw this stuff on and go to the market. That was the wrong bag for the market. This is the right bag. What else could be French girl style about this outfit? I could wrap the handle of my bag in a silk scarf. I'm going to do it so fast and casually that it's going to be super messy. But that's part of the effortlessness, right? Right. And then you would normally tie a knot at the end. I'm not committing. I also didn't commit to getting the length right. Let's fake that. Oh my goodness. To the market I go. I could have done that nicer. Let's call it je ne sais quoi. I want to do one more thing with this very feminine tank top. We have such a basic base layer here. You could throw hundreds of things over this and make it look great. So we have this very simple tank top with the feminine neckline. We've got our silk skirt. We've got some strappy ballet flats. And I am simply going to just tie a scarf around this. I was able to pick up this very large scarf with tassels, and we're going to give it a little tie. Not too tight. We're going to be very casual about it. And a casual bag. This seems like it would be a super cute kind of afternoon date outfit. Do people go on those anymore? A picnic? I say a date because this is kind of fun and flirty with all these tassels moving around, and this texture of all this silk is just so romantic, feminine, sensual. And when I say sensual, I never mean sexy. Sensual means of the senses. Something that you feel, hear, touch, see. The senses are alive when you wear silk. I also like the idea of, if you're on a date, wearing very walkable shoes. Sure, it looks really cute. Your legs look great in heels. But sometimes, what's better than having your legs look great is being able to actually, do things. Do, be, instead of look. I'm just saying that I do feel that it's more important to do things and be interesting than have sexy legs. This is the super silliest little graphic tee, but I love it. I bought it for my trip to New York, and does that make any sense? No, it does not, but I just love it, and it's lightweight. It's really easy for me to throw on, and I love a graphic tee. Already, this is fun and summery, and I love it. We could do a little simple kind of red, white, and blue kind of look with this navy linen blouselet. And, it doesn't really read rose then, it reads red. And I'm doing the white sneakers because I might be doing a little walking tour somewhere. I also love it with this linen vest. I had to tuck in the back for this look. But, you do you on whatever favorite tee you have. And for this one, I did the tuck because I don't want it to hang out of the back of my vest. And then here I am with my sneakers and my little white bag and my little linen vest, and it's still so very summery and so light. Let's talk about fighting the silky silk texture of silk. Because let's face it, silk just feels fancy. And sometimes you don't want to be fancy. I'd say most times you don't need to be fancy. So there's two ways you can fight the silky silk texture, the fanciness of the silk. And that is through just throwing casual items on with it. In this case, my graphic tee and my sneakers do the job. Also, you can fight it with texture. Linen, nubby cotton, knits, leather. I love a woven tank for summer. I just think it looks so good, and it's still light and breezy, but it adds a little chunkiness to your outfit, and sometimes you need that, especially when you've got something so soft and silky down below. Sometimes I just say things and they come out a little bit strange, and that's okay. You know what I'd like to do with this one? Maybe give it a tiny little belt. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a front tuck and put this little gold belt here. And I'm going to wear my sneakers, and I'm going to have my nice leather tote bag. And I can go shopping around the city. I can go walking for hours. I can go out for cocktails in the afternoon like the fancy people do. And this outfit works for many situations because of the mix in textures and the mix in vibes. I'd like to do something a little weird. Okay, we're pulling this weird t-shirt out of the closet. It says, Savage. It's a cheapo t-shirt from a cheapo company from the thrift store that I cut off at the waist. It is such a casual thing and it's a little low, so you choose your level of comfort. My level of comfort is probably about 2 inches up, but whatever. I'm going to pair it with these silver Birkenstock kind of walking flat sandals, and I'm going to pick a quirky bag. So I'm going to add this gray circle bag. And I think that this is just the cutest little casual outfit. I would feel really cute in the grocery store in this. Maybe if it were 1 inch closed up. Right there. Because it's weird and edgy and confusing for someone like me to wear this t-shirt. I like that it's subversive, you know? When you wear something that's a little out of character, people wonder, do I even really know her? And that's kind of fun. Keeping the people on their toes. Here we are with some white accessories. And now I am kind of goth. I have on my silver sandals. So let's try this mesh scarf with this outfit. And not around the neck because it's summer, but maybe around the waist. I like that. That adds some pizzazz to this outfit. It still doesn't like really make sense to my character, but again, that's what I like about it. And we could go with just a slouchy black leather bag, but that's boring. All right, I'm bringing out a red bag to highlight the red text on my shirt, and I like that a lot. And the silver sandals go with my silver hardware here. And I feel so dark and artsy in this. So mysterious. Mysterious. I will never properly learn French. I try. Have we seen enough? No, one more. Really? You're just going to bring us a long line silk tank? Yes. But I want to show you that you can be, even when you're in classic clothes, you can be a little subversive. I've got a tiny little peak of lacy bra coming out from underneath this. I'm wearing a black bra underneath an ivory silk shirt. It is lined, so you don't really see much through it, but here and there you are going to catch a little peek of lingerie, which is another French girl style principle. And if you want to know more about French girl style principles, you could get my ebook here and spend a little time with me learning how to choose your own French girl style capsule wardrobe easily with these style principles. So the reason I'm pulling out this long classic tank is because I'm only going to button it right here and right here. So there's a lot more movement to it. And I've got the little peak. And I have a really classic outfit with a little bit of subversion. And let's add some color. I think this is definitely an outfit you could easily wear in Paris with the red bag especially. Well, hold on tight to it. But depending on how subversive you want to be, you could do something a bit more wild. And I prefer this. It's unexpected. And it's the only major color in the outfit, so I think it's okay. And just look how we're not even noticing that this silk skirt might read fancy. We're just noticing how good it feels, the way it moves, the gloss of it. I just love silk. Have I said that before? Probably. I hope I've shown you the glory of the silk skirt and how versatile it is. I just love these things, and I'm so happy to share it with you. Can't wait till fall so I can show you how to style a silk skirt in many situations for cooler weather. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you soon.